Hey everybody, TNT Gamers again. We just wanted to make a video to cover Gameinformer of GTA 5, and we recently posted a video a couple of months ago about a wish list, and we just wanted to cover a couple of topics. And since we haven't seen a video on YouTube, we thought we'd cover Gameinformer itself. So
front and back, so front article to the back of the article, so picture by picture. There you go.
And this is the cover of Gameinformer November edition. First, we'd like to talk about how they update the buildings, the roads, and the houses, and tell them a little bit about it. T. What are they going to do when you crash into a fence, or how they're going to rebuild it?
On that topic, if you crash into shit, trash your vehicle, or run into a fence, fly a plane into a building, or blow up a house, or anything like that, anything, like, after you do that, and then leave for 5 to 10 minutes, like, drive around, and then drive back to the scene, it will, I would say, you'll see people working on it, building it, rebuilding the buildings back up, or refixing all the things that you basically have destroyed.
And this is the environment and landscape of Grand Theft Auto 5. And so basically in Gameinformer and all the videos and Dan Houser and everything about Rockstar, they talked about their relationships, and on our wish list I kind of want to see that happen, but since there's going to be 3 main characters, they said it's going to be too complicated to have 3 multiple girlfriends. They said they wanted to skip out on that because it would be too complicated, but in the future they will add to it again. And basically they talk about how they don't want to have girlfriends in the game, and how they explain all the friends related to the characters.
I'm glad to see it brought back. They have brought the gyms back. You can work out, like exercise by jogging, yoga, and
riding bicycles also. And a lot of people jogging in the trailer. You see a lot of people jogging, so they brought back all the old gyms on the beach. Basically this page talks about the landscape and all the tourist attractions. And another thing that we want to cover on our wish list from a few months ago in our last video is we had planes, trains, and some of the transportation. They definitely are bringing back the trains, and I know that was a big thing in San Andreas, especially with the mission you have with Smoke. So I think that's really cool. And also they're going to bring back all the hydrojets that you can steal from the military base, and all the commercial airplanes and everything like that. Even dodo planes and helicopters. Can't forget helicopters. And they also have buses and a lot more boats, a lot more military vehicles, and still the same taxis. This section covers all the boats and all the jet skis and cars and the bikes and bicycles, mountain bikes and triathlons, etc.
And if you wanted to work on your car, like modify it, like do anything, you can do anything and everything. Like from wheels, tires, to body kits, suspension, probably interior color and like exterior colors, which is cool. You could still do a lot,
whatever the modifications may be, but that's just to give an idea of all the stuff you can modify. And also, we also wanted to cover how they have missions for taxis. We don't know that just yet, but they might. I'm pretty sure you could still do all the police missions like GTA 4, how you get in the FIB, Buffalo, sorry. And how there's the paramedic and firefighter missions. We don't know that just yet either, but we will get an update on that. I really like how they talk about how they did the art of Grand Theft Auto. The art is a big major factor in the game.
On side missions, you may use, like on a certain side mission, you may have to use a dog, like an attack dog, to use to like take down a person or
basically how you could still walk on the streets and find people.
Yeah.
And interact with them. They said it's going to be even bigger and better. So. And also with the animals, there is going to be animals in the game too, like dogs and even different breeds of dogs. So it's really cool.
This is Franklin and his dog.
Basically, you can just walk down the street and interact with a lot of people, and they have computer people doing a lot more different stuff. So that you could be driving down the street and in a car, and then they'll flip you off. So I think it's pretty funny.
Flip you off,
yell at you. That the people interact with you.
Flip you off, yell at you, and basically want to get out and start fights with you right away. And even when you're drunk, you can easily start bar fights.
And I think Rockstar has that covered pretty well.
Oh yes, very well.
And also the locations, about how they did say it was 5 times bigger. I did mention that in the last. But just to give you an overview of how big it is, being that's 5 times bigger.
Bigger than San Andreas, GTA 4, and Red Dead Redemption, guys.
All combined, and that's the city, the seashores, the mountains, the desert, everything. It's all bigger and it's really huge.
Oh yeah.
All I can say is I can't wait for this game to come out. I mean, just look at how big the water is in the desert and the mountains in the city.
If you look up in the sky, like in real life, the clouds in the video game are more realistic. The bikes look a hell of a lot more realistic. Same with all the vehicles.
Oh, can you tell them about the weather edition?
Oh, and the weather on it is supposed to be, instead of it just being fog during for winter, it's actually gonna snow. So, including with the rain, fog, sunny, and yeah. So, that's all the weather.
Very cool.
The Rockstar's main focus on the game and what the game is going to be about is the bank heist and eventually just robbing banks. Just like 3-leaf clover.
In the game as well, you get a full-range golf course of 18 holes you can play. With friends, you can probably play a game of golf online with your friends. And the hotels are pretty much, they're going to have more hotels, and Beverly Hills it's like a certain part of Beverly Hills, but they have the name changed just for caution reasons, which we can understand. And
basically all the shops, they have a lot of shops, and they're bringing back
more stores to buy more random stuff. You can go to the mall, buy shoes, they'll have more malls. They'll have probably like 2 or 3 malls in the game total. You can buy food, shoes, hats, and jewelry at that. So,
as you can see, just by article, clothing, the necklaces, there's a lot of customization in the game.
The last thing to cover on our list was the cheat codes in the phones. They are bringing back cheat codes, and they are bringing back the phones, except
the other thing about the cheat codes, instead of them, you have to punch them in like a certain way, like San Andreas.
Yeah, instead of punching into like San Andreas, they're going to do it like Grand Theft Auto 4, where you just pull up your phone and you can call all your friends, and this time you have to call your friends instead of them calling you and bugging you all the time. You have to actually like call them, and you can actually get on the internet on your phone too in the game. That's the juicy news. But
of course, there's no other better way than to have a team of, when you rob a bank, to have a driver, a gunner, and a shooter. That's basically what this game covers.
You start off as Michael, who cuts the deal with the FBI on robbery, heists, and witness protection program. He has, let's say, a wife, a daughter, and a kid. Trevor is the guy that lives out in the middle of nowhere. basically is the insane person second person is you play as, and he's very insane and psychotic.
And he's pretty funny.
He is funny, and
he has a relationship with Michael because he also is a former bank robber, but instead of cutting a deal with the FBI, he lives in the middle of nowhere to hide from the cops.
yes.
Tell him about Franklin.
Franklin is a 20-year-old kid trying to make a living, and basically he would steal cars and turn around and sell them. And he would also do, like, what else does he do?
Well,
like,
he's a repo man, but he's just like your ordinary hustler on the streets.
Yeah.
And
So
thug. So they all come in to play, and you can switch in between missions at any point in the game.
I think it'll be quite interesting to see how the characters interact with each other.
So it's really cool. And when you switch out, kind of like how they have Midnight Club, how they do the Google Earth style, you pause and you can switch to one character. It'll zoom out, show the map, and then go from the desert to, you know, where, like, for
wherever
instance,
they're
Michael
at.
being in downtown, and it zooms in Google Earth style. So it's going to be pretty awesome.
yes.
Now I know most of you are probably asking about multiplayer. Nobody knows yet. But
Not even us. We don't even know.
But they did say that they're bringing back a lot of mechanics back, and multiplayer is going to be bigger and better than ever, and they're going to introduce a new style, something new that probably hasn't been brought to games yet. A way of doing multiplayer, that is. So that's basically a cover-up of our whole list and everything that is in Gameinformer.
The newest and the latest in Gameinformer, so yes.
And it's the release date is supposed to be in spring 2013. We don't know the exact date yet, but it'll be a good release for summertime. And so with that being said, of it being the biggest selling game of Rockstar, thanks for watching our video, and please subscribe to our channel. We have changed our YouTube channel name from TNT Gamers to Ninja54215, and we'd just like to thank you for watching. Have a great day.